We've been heading south on Moark Road, and we're actually almost to the state line where Moark Road, the paved road, comes to an end, and that's where we'll go left onto the easement road. So the paved road is ending. You can see a red gate in front of us. That's the neighbor's driveway. We're just going to veer to the left onto the gravel easement road, and then we'll continue south from there. This open meadow here at the north side of Timber Shoals Ranch is where we often see deer and turkey. If you look off to the west, you can see the neighbor's house. Beautiful lake view. Bull Shoals Lake right there. Since we're on a peninsula, we've actually got the lake wrapping around us, which is pretty unique. I guess that's one of the reasons there's so much wildlife out here, is they come on the peninsula, and unless they cross over to the north, they're pretty much stuck here. I was gonna set my trip meter, but I forgot. Whoops. Now I'm trying to figure it out. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we went south through the big field. You can see kind of this metal barn. That's the first Y in the road. We're gonna go left. This is a fairly recent project, and these existing roads and trails out here really haven't been maintained for quite some time, so the guys are gonna start working on kind of widening some of these out and all that. They seem to be pretty good roads. I mean, they're existing roads. They're fairly hard packed. I guess we'll see today, because it looks like we had a lot of rain overnight, so we'll see how everything looks. Okay, we're gonna veer to the right. That's a little driveway there. Now, I have the MapRight app with me. We highly recommend that you do the same thing. It's a free app that you can get for either Android or iPhone. I have it on an iPad, actually. And the ideal thing is get the free app, and then we can email you the specific MapRight map for whichever property you're looking at. You have to be able to get email on whatever device has the app. So we can send you that specific link to that property map. Open the email and click on the link, and you want to open the link within the app. And I've only done it on Apple stuff. I haven't done it on Android stuff, but I know a lot of people who have. And it'll basically, once you click the link, it'll ask, do you want to open this within the app or just in your browser? And you want to open it within the app, because then not only will the map pop up, but there'll be a little colored dot to indicate right where you are, which is really handy. I'll stop for a second here, show you what we're talking about. Okay, whoops. Yeah, here we go. So I'm actually zoomed in on the MapRight app, but there's a little dot that indicates right where we are. And as we drive, that dot it's based on the GPS signal for your phone or your tablet. So then if I were to zoom out on this, I mean, it's just awesome for this, because you can tell, especially on a deal like this where we've got so many roads, and it can be very confusing. The couple times that I've been out here without any kind of MapRight app, it's really easy to get turned around. I've done that more than once. So now we've got another Y in the road. See, without the MapRight app, this would be confusing, but since I know right where we are looking at the app, I know we go left. We're almost to the big open meadow area on the property. And certainly the paper maps as well. I mean, if you print out the maps that are in the listing, print them out onto a sheet of paper and physically have that, that's handy as well. So So yeah, I guess the ideal thing is to get the MapRight app, ask us to email you that specific link, and then have the paper maps in hand. And once you've been out here one time, it's no sweat. It's just that your first trip out here, really easy to get turned around. So now we'll be coming up on the open meadow area. Not the open meadow on the north side where we came in, but this is a meadow further into the peninsula. There we go. And the road easement, if you stay to the right, the road easement goes around the edge of this meadow. I'm just going to take a look at the app and kind of see where we are here. Okay. So, yep. Pretty early in the morning. It did rain overnight, and it looks like it's been raining right up until a couple minutes ago. So we'll follow the road easement around the edge of the meadow. I'm going kind of quickly because I know we want to spend most of our video time on the property itself. Going around the edge. That spotting tower, that's actually similar to the spotting tower that you saw at the very entrance. Part of the old Buffalo Ranch. Okay. And that's a pretty good landmark for where we are at the south side of that meadow area. Alright, so we're parked in the meadow by the spotting tower. And we're not too far from the property. This is certainly a private one. I'm going to use the MapRight. We're going to continue on this road easement toward the east side of the field, and then we are going to cut south onto another road. I thought these had been mowed already this year, but it looks like they haven't. This stuff grows so quickly in the springtime. Okay, this is where the MapRight map comes in handy because these trails can be tricky to see, and we should be coming up on it going to the right. Oh yeah, this may be the first time I've ever been on this trail, so I'm curious to see what we see. Really quickly on the MapRight, here's where we are. We came through the field and then we just cut south. We're headed actually down to this property here. Whoops, oh no, messing up my MapRight program. So, Moark Road, gravel easement road, followed it to the meadow, and then we're gonna go down to the property. So, I mean, again, MapRight is by far the best way to do this. And the guys are working on kind of cutting back the brush and stuff on these roads, the limbs. Like I said, it's been years. These were all existing roads, solid roads, but it's been years since the limbs and whatnot have been cut back. So we're going to be working on that as the summer progresses. Talk about private. And it's so cool to think that we're just surrounded by Shoals Lake and Corps of Engineer land. And so if you're in a brand new Denali or Acura, then I would bring a four-wheeler and park in the meadow and take the four-wheeler to check out the property, at least until the guys have cut back some of these limbs. Now there is a road that goes to the left, but that's not our road. We're going to keep going straight, and we're almost to the property. There are other ways to get here if you look at the maps. This just happened to be the way that we went today. Okay, so now as we're facing south, that's the land on the left. this has quite a bit of road frontage, basically the whole west side. So it slopes down from the road there on the north end. And I'm going to go a little further south because it seemed to me the topo map showed that this had some flat area as well. But it's everything you see on the left. And now we're coming into more flat area, it looks like. I wish I had a topo map with me because I'd like to be able to see if this maybe potentially had a spring or a small creek on it. I can't really, hard to say without a topo map. I think the drone video that we'll do in a minute, that'll tell us more as well. We've got the drone with us today. So I'm just kind of concentrating, I guess, on driving the road frontage right now. You will see so many deer and turkey out here. Okay. Now, the road takes, well, it goes straight, but to continue with the property, it takes a sharp curve to the left. And I am pretty certain I've never been on this part of the peninsula, so this is new for me. And actually, we're crossing over a very tiny creek bed. Has a little water in it. Well, we'll see how we do here. It's always exciting to see something you have not seen before, and that's the case for us this morning. So, the land is still on the left. I see a good mix of timber. We've got some hardwood and some cedar down here. That little creek bed is off to my left, running through the property. It's kind of cool. Let's park up here and take a look at that. This is turning into a longer video than I expected. There is a lot of road frontage on this property. Yeah, so that is a creek bed. It's a small one. But it actually does have some flowing water in it. It's kind of cool. We always love to see that on a property. Just a little rock creek bed adds so much to the character of a property. Rock bottom, like a rock ledge. That's really neat. And it continues on. I'm sure it eventually goes right into the lake once it gets past the property and onto the Corps of Engineer land. Well, let's keep on going. We might as well see all the road frontage. On this large property here. You'll see in the drone video how it borders the Corps land, basically right at the lake, at Shoals Lake. We're not too far from what we call the sandy beach area, where we've put jet skis and a pontoon boat into the water. Now we should be meeting up with another trail in just a moment. this is sort of a level area. Okay. Whoops, drive off the road. Okay, so now we've met up with another trail. And we're gonna go left. Well, I'll zoom in and show you guys where we are on this MapRight app. So we started, well, we were just at the spotting tower in this meadow. We went east, we cut south, got to the property, drove all the road frontage, looped around. Somewhere in here is where we looked at that creek bed. And now we're right here, facing southerly. The road goes right and left. We're gonna go left, and it still borders the property. So it's, I mean, it's a separate road, but it's still bordering the property here. And you can really see why this MapRight app is invaluable. I'm gonna stay left. And again, property's still on the left. Now this is level here. Very level. I'll be interested to look at a topo map when we get back, but this portion, I guess you could call the south portion, has some medium-sized timber, and it's quite level. I mean, for a super private building site, awesome. Mixture of hardwood and cedar, and there's a pretty area. It rises up and there's a grassy area in there. We might go check that out. It's interesting. We're kind of naturally on the lookout for the prettiest natural building sites on a property. And since I've never had the opportunity to check this out before, I'm kind of curious to. I'd love to just spend the day out here, but unfortunately time doesn't permit that. You're welcome to come out here and spend the whole weekend if you like. So I mean, you've got the setbacks and whatnot at Timber Shoals Ranch, but this area here that caught my eye, now this is gorgeous. This is level and this is grassy, and we've got just a few hardwood trees and a big cedar tree for some reason. I love areas like this for a building site because, I mean, you've already got enough space to pull in and camp, set up your camp for a couple weeks. And with just a few of the smaller trees removed, you could really have quite a site here with a minimal amount of work. Nice and level. As we look northerly, it rises up gently. And we are toward the southernmost edge of the property, so as we look northerly, it goes hundreds of feet. Check out the MapRight app on the listing. Check out the, like I said, the drone video and the intro video. This is a big tract. Quite a bit of frontage right on the Corps of Engineer land. Very nice. I can hear a boat on the lake. The lake really isn't too far. But yeah, check it all out. Check out InstantAcres.com. We think these are super special out here. If you've been looking for land on the take line on a Corps of Engineer lake, you know it's pretty hard to come by, and especially big tracts. So check out our website at InstantAcres.com. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know what you think. If it's still available, you'll see it on the website. I know everything looks dark in the video. That's because the sun is really not fully up yet. But yeah, give us a shout in the office or shoot us an email at sales@instantacres.com. We would be thrilled to talk with you.